Falls Creek, we had a couple kids from our church go with the Anadarko church. We collaborated this time, which was a great success. We had about 90 people go. They had so much kids that they couldn't even take anymore, which is really great to hear. So I wasn't there to tell you about the details since I've been working that week and helping out with the church. But I can tell you this, that they had a great time. The kids that went with them also had a great time. I hope they made some new friends. So that's always great. But other than that, Falls Creek it's always a great time to go. There's so much to learn, so much growth for the children. I hope they found a new way. And I hope they found the Lord when they were there. I hope they got saved, and we're always praying for them. There are some times that, people get in trouble at Falls Creek, but that's okay. It's supposed to be fun. Kids always get in trouble, right? But other than that, they always have a great time going. I hope that next year we can have even more kids go with Anadarko, because I'm thinking that we might collaborate again since it was such a great success. I'm going to tell you a bit about why I'm standing up here. So the Lord has been working in my heart ever since 2 years ago. I haven't been really living like what the Lord intended me to. But there's one day that I finally let Him in my heart, and He changed it inside out. He did a 180. The friends I used to hang out with looked at me and said, "Wow, Tony," he said, "your whole life completely changed. It was turned into a 180. Why is that?" I just told them, simply because of the Lord, right? But other than that, I had my ups and downs, had my trials, tribulations, errors. But I learned from that. I grew. I learned from that mistake. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it hurts. But that hurt eventually goes away. And through that pain and through that sorrow comes joy and peace. Because Jesus that lives inside you gives you joy and peace. Now, to some, it's hard to see that because you got family, you got friends, you got your personal issues, right? But that's okay if you just give Him your problems to the Lord. If you give the problem to Him, to the Lord, He will work it out for you. And now, it might not seem like it right then and there, but it takes time to grow. It takes time for Him to work, because that's when He most shows His hand, mostly show His work, right? So it's kind of like a tree. You know how you plant a tree? Can you just plant it, not water it, and walk away and expect it to grow? No, you can't. The Lord plants it, helps you plant it, helps water it, helps take care of it. It's like that in your life. He helps you. He's like a great father or a great counselor, right? He shows you and directs you and guides you. Or He sometimes disciplines you, but loves you and always forgives, right? That's how our God is. And this week we learned about that. We learned about Peter, about how Peter walked through his life, right? Walked with Jesus, dropped everything, and went to follow Jesus, right? He had trouble, right? He had problems, but he learned and he grew from that under Jesus, the great teacher, right? So, Peter, on the other hand, walked with Jesus, but not only did he walk and learn about Jesus, he told everyone about Jesus, right? He went to share the good news of who Jesus was. And eventually, when they were at the garden, he was so afraid of death, that he was so afraid that he was going to get killed, that he denied Jesus 3 times, right? But Jesus came back and said, "Peter, do you love me?" Not once, but 3 times. And Peter said, "Yes, I love you." And right then and there, Jesus forgave. Jesus can forgive us. Jesus can forgive our ways, right? It's easy. To some, it might be hard, but to others, it can be easy. But if we just go up to Him, pray to Him, whatever that you do in your relationship with Jesus, just like what Peter did, He will forgive you. And every time, every time He will forgive you. So, Jesus can forgive. He can work in our lives. He can change our lives. And He can show others through your life of who He is. He can show His glory through you, right? So, now I'm not saying that we need to be working our butt off. Now I'm not saying that we need to be super spiritual, right? just have a relationship with him. Just continue pursuing him with all your heart, all your strength, all your mind, right? With all your soul. Just continue loving him as he loved you. Continue loving others as he loved you, right? And continue forgiving as he forgave you. You see where this is coming in hand to hand? It's because of him. That's how we can learn to forgive and to love, right? It's because of him. All right. But other than that, this week was a really great week. Like I said, it was great to see the kids return. I hope they continue returning because I really enjoy learning with them. I really enjoy growing with the kids because kids are just awesome. They're random, right? Yes, they can get in trouble. Yes, they can be loud, but who cares? That's what kids are. That's what kids are supposed to do. Be loud, be annoying, right? That's what makes life exciting, right? That's what gives us a new and different day, right? But other than that, it's great to see y'all here. It's great to see the parents here that came. It's always good to see the parents because it's because of you that allowed the kids to come. It's because of you that made VBS possible, right? I hope to continue seeing y'all, the parents, as well, because I would like to learn and grow with y'all too. Of course, it's about the kids, but it's also about the parents too. So, thank you for the parents for making this happen, for allowing the kids to come. Thank you, teachers, for giving time up out of your day to help these kids. And thank you, kids, for making this an exciting week. Thank you.